Hello everybody and welcome to the topsy-turvy world of Marvel Contest of Champions. Let's see what has happened over the last couple of days and things in the community eye. So first of all, we go into a very exciting week of MCOC because right at the end of it there should be, if the dates and things align, a Kabam live stream that will be going over some new champions, and I hope a lot of game improvements, including maybe an announcement about AI improvement, maybe something to do with, I don't know, the new modes, things for more casual players in the game, and stuff that maybe players are looking to see. And also champions like Superior Iron Man, Jean Grey and Bastion, which we know are confirmed champions for March, or what seems to be March. I mean, they won't be April because Kabam obviously let out this leak a little while ago, and that's an official leak. Kabam leaked it by accident by putting it in an email as a Valentine's events. Oh, here's some images of some champions like Bastion or Jean Grey. So it should be a very exciting week for the community. Also at some point, maybe this week or coming soon, there's going to be a Summoner Sigil early adopters package. But also, how do you feel about it? I've put a link in the description if you want to check out and interact with some improvements Kabam have done. We did a video on Saturday about it, but I don't buy the Summoner Sigil. There are some things that I think need to be improved, and also some questionable things around the Sigil credits that I know some players aren't too happy with, so we need to kind of like have a look at that. And yeah, thoughts in the comments, but also go across and have your thoughts on this. Link is in the description to the Summoner Sigil buff in bunny ears. Now, because we're going into a bit of a dry period of MCOC as we get the kind of hype for Friday, we're going to find some funny things, some interesting, some okay type things like bugs and stuff. Anyway, I like this. I saw this on Reddit and it was like, I would do anything for Spider-Punk, but I won't do that. And definitely that's the case. Like, you definitely don't want to do that. 9,500 units. I think as the pricing of things like 7 stars in general goes down, especially if you're a Valiant-based player, in the future, spending that amount of units on one specific champion just feels like a type thing. However, there are people that will spend countless amounts of money, 214k for example, to get certain things and get ahead of players, but also get the champions that they want and desire, early access bundles. So there are people out there that do these things. So break out your Disney-based love for The Little Mermaid, because we're under the sea. Yes, we are under the sea, it seems like, with this blue vibe. This is a very weird bug, isn't it? Have you had any kind of like weird experiences with bugs in game at the moment? Put it in the comments if you've had something like this in particular, a very much under the sea bug. But what about a very electrifying bug? Yes, this is Kara006, who has an electrifying bug. Of course, some people did question on Reddit whether or not this was more like, why are you using Korg? But this was an arena-based fight, and you just use all champions, anything you've got to kind of like get points. That's the name of the game. But look at this. It was kind of like Korg was like, okay, we just like, just electrify me. I don't think electric type work on rock type when it comes to Pokemon. I'm just trying to think of like some cultural kind of comparisons here. But definitely, if we could look at Corset Thread, oh, thanks, Thor, mate. Yeah, just give me a load of electricity and I'll be able to spark up some damage for you. That's not a great Korg impression, but you know what I mean. Like, I think Thor was like, hey, just like take a load of electricity, just like blast it through you. But then it goes after the special attack. So a VFX based glitch and issue and bug, we like seeing those. It's funny. In slightly understated or kind of like, do we care news, the Exalted crystal has changed. If you noticed, a lot of these kind of like, if it's legendary crystal, mythic crystal, Exalted crystal, they had this kind of, what was it, green pattern to them, or kind of green hue to things, and it'd be very green. And that's now a change in that the Exalted crystal has now got this, well, really kind of like cool black and yellow type, or black and gold. There is actually a song called Black and Gold, which is by Sam Sparrow. If anybody remembers that song, that's a long time ago. But you can see right here, it's got this kind of different vibe to it. I like it because it's kind of like more metal-y. It's got this kind of like metal vibe to it. There's some interesting new crystals, like that Valiant Special crystal that kind of emerged from nowhere. And of course, this new redesign for the Exalted crystal as well, going away from, as we said, that kind of green, version of it, which is nice. It's nice to see like these new kind of crystal designs. And yeah, I think I've only picked up one of these, and they're not so easy to pick up, especially if you're non-spending in the game. But I think more of them now are available within stuff like the gold track. If you go to the gold track, I think a few shards here and there at certain points can be got. So yeah, I think I'm looking at now, not I think, I know I've got 2,750 points, shards even, but yeah, quite rare to pick up those shards. Now we're going to end the show on Revive bundles. Did we talk about this last week? Yes, we did. I think we might have even talked about it on Friday. Where's the Revive bundles? It's been a big mystery as to what's happened to them, why haven't they been regularly put in, and there's been a thread that's been tracking it since at least December. This thread right here, I'll put a link to it in the description if you do want to kind of like check it out. But yes, since December, it's been well tracked and also documented by myself, many others, as to like, where is the Revive bundles? It seems a bit kind of weird, and it's like, doesn't seem to be great, because it used to regularly come out, and then Necropolis challenges come out, and then right after that we get the Ares fight and Epic of Pain. So at that particular point you're like, hang on, like, why is this not is this a Kabam thing? Is it like they want to get like more money from it? Like, I'm not going to tinfoil hat it, but I just thought it was a bit weird, because those bundles regularly came out, regularly well liked by the community, but there's always been something else that Kabam have been putting out, but you might not be aware of it. And for me, I think it's only popped up once, like ever once. And that thing is this. It's called the Emergency Care Package. What I've been doing is I've been trying to track down, I've been doing a bit of research here and there as to what is its deal. Many people are kind of doing this theory as to, oh, hang on, it's like it appears once you, say, run out of revives. And that's what on Reddit people were kind of like feeling like, oh, it pops up when you get knocked out with 0 revives. And I just did that and it didn't pop up. And it's not all the time. So it's like, it's sporadic. It doesn't have like a rhyme or reason or kind of structure to it. And that's been a tricky thing to try and go, when can I get this? How can I get this? It reminds me of that old kind of Lord of the Rings thing where Dominic Monaghan interviews Elijah Wood. Some people know this reference, some people don't. It's like, when will you wear wigs? Do you wear wigs? Like that. Anyway, it's probably a reference that not many people will get. It's a very old Lord of the Rings internet-based reference anyway. But it's a question, isn't it? Like, how do I get this to pop up? And also, what's the structure to it? Because the structure, funnily enough, changes. So there's one of the packages that looks like this. And let me tell you, I want to get this. Like, this is great. Because those Revive bundles that we talked about don't appear regularly, the problem that we got as players is like, we want to get revives, but at the same time, we don't really feel overly ripped off. And the way that Ares' structure to it is, I don't know why Kabam haven't rolled out, to be fair, more Revive bundles or the ability to get these things right here. 12 revives at level 3, okay, and the boost, a nice boost, 30% boost, 25% greater health, and 20% greater attack boost, and 20 level 5 health potions for 410 units. So, number one, I don't know where this one is from in the grand scheme of the last year, because they have gone out, I think, regularly, not regularly, but they've been seen over the last year. Right, so that's that one. The next one of interest is this one right here. So it's 10 level 3 revives, an attack boost, looks to be a 15% one, which is the standard one you get in a super daily, and 15 level 4 health potions for the price of 350 units. And there's one more that I know of, which I've got an image of and obviously the proof for that. I've done research for this particular MCN. And that one is this one right here. 4 level 3 revives, give or take about 60 units per piece. And what's that? It's always debatable if they're actually worth 60 units or not. Because it could be worth 50. It depends how Kabam want to value them. Because you can't theoretically purchase them in-game. You have to, well, you can, but you have to wait for bundles to come out in order to purchase them. So that's always a bit disappointing. I really wish we could pick up those, but then at the same time, 20% and 40% are better for unit to purchase ratio. And the level 4 health potions, what are they, about like 8 units per piece or something like that? There's something kind of like just nothing to it. So let's just say that's 40 units worth of value, depending on your progression. So all of that together, 4 times 6, that's 24, 240,000, plus that, could be about 280 units worth of bang for your buck, bang for your units, buck. 150 units to spend, so there's good savings there. Debatable about the attack boost, but you get that for free. Anyway, those deals, I'd love to see more. I don't know why Command don't roll them out more regularly, especially for, you know, scrubs like myself and many other players as well, and also for the people that want to top back up when it comes to doing, you know, endgame content. Granted, these appear randomly, which means that you cannot get them confirmed, and they have a very limited time frame to them. This one was 1 hour, this one, again, 1 hour, and this final one, 1 hour as well. So I'd love this. This bundle here is absolutely incredible. But the rhyme and reason to them, it's difficult to pin down Kabam to go, number one, why haven't we seen the standard revive bundles, the 250 unit ones I mentioned, and many other you in the community do mention as well that you'd love to see. And also these, like, what's the rhyme and reason to these? Like, do they just come about when you've got no units? Not no units, you've got no revives or health potions. As many people have said, they haven't seen a pattern to them appearing. So what are you left with? You're left at this particular point with having to go with more expensive or different options, like the revive bundles that you get off the back of, like, these, like doing as Will Run for a Donut has, the list of the bundles after event quests. And that's, to me, I don't like a lot of them. There's some interesting ones, but then some don't, in my opinion, break down for what I need. I need more revives to unit spend. Now, people will say, we got the team revives, Rich. Agreed, that is the team revives, but the team revives are difficult for Ares. My personal opinion is that you need to have a lot more of the singular revives than the team revives, because you've got that crossfight, which I'm pretty certain is specific to one specific champion. So if you're then using a team revive, then you're like, oh, hang on. Like, if I get knocked down so many times, then I'll need to revive the same champion, not multiple champions. It's handy for paths, and maybe that's what the team ones are for. So maybe I'll go do that, but I'll be kind of using them more for team paths rather than the singular. Either way, what are your thoughts on the non-seeing of the revive bundle and the emergency care package? Would it be something that you'd like to see a lot more, or more regularly, more consistently appear up? Because it's a win-win situation for Kabam. Well, actually it's not, because then it's like it's better value to the player. Why can't we have nice things? Anyway, yeah, thoughts and comments about that one. Hope you enjoyed that. It was a nice little deep dive into the revive bundles and that emergency care package, which, as I said, it's just so interesting when it comes to the value of things and why Kabam haven't put this out. Maybe you've got it. Maybe it's just like a super spendy thing. Nah, it's not, because I didn't spend and I got this once. Maybe Kabam, if they like you, they'll give you more or give you less. Anyway, that's been it for the MCN today. Really exciting week, really interesting topics. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day and goodbye.